Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have got a brand new, a hot, viral mascara. This is the new Maybelline Snapscara. Let me tell you, I think this came out like a week or so ago and I have been trying to get my hands on it ever since, and everywhere I went it was like not on the shelves. I don't know if it was sold out or it hadn't arrived yet or they hadn't stocked up on it yet, but finally I have it in my paws to try with you guys today. There has been a whole lot of hype about this mascara. I think Maybelline make the best mascaras straight from the original Great Lash mascara, and as you guys know, my favorite affordable mascara, which is the Lash Sensational from Maybelline. So they know their mascaras, as do I, because I am a mascara connoisseur, if you will. So on the Boots website it says it's not just mascara, it's Snapscara. I don't know what that means. Clean, clump-free mascara on inner snap. And that was pathetic. In a snap. Better. Not clumpy, not flaky. Clean, clump-free clean, clump-free volume in a snap. The glossy gel ink formula glides on smooth. Should say smoothly now. Flake-free, smudge-proof, all-day wear. Yeah, that's what it says. I mean, yeah. Okay, so I have read that this is also supposed to be very quick to remove, like it's like snap on, snap off. It also says not to let mascara dry in between coats, but I mean, I don't let it dry, but I do like to let it breathe between coats, you know. I like it to be medium dry, so I'm probably just gonna do what I normally do and see what happens, but you know, I'm a rebel. So here is the wand and the brush, which really interested me because it's got this sort of curved brush head, which reminds me very much of the Lash Sensational brush head, but this one is bristly as opposed to a rubber head. I really love this sort of curved shape brush because I feel like it lets you get very close to your lash line and it kind of fans your lashes out towards the outer corners, which I love. And you can also use the shorter bristles on your lower lashes, which again I love. This looks like the bristly version of the Lash Sensational brush. I'm going to zoom you right in and let's whack this on my lashes. So I'm going to start off with the like curved side. Oh, wow, okay. So that really, on first pass, has given me a lot of volume. Very fluffy. It's really funny, whenever I do a mascara review, people were just so subjective to what they think of mascaras and how they like them. I'm like a 3 coats, as big and fake as I can get them to look kind of girl. And I don't consider mascaras to be clumpy unless they're actually making, you know, lumpy, sticky lashes. But lots of people will tell me that my lashes look clumpy because they're very thick, but that is not my definition of clumpy anyway. So it was a little messy to apply, but that's generally my fault. But yeah, I'd say that's got a real lot of volume for a first coat, I must say. So usually what I do is I'll just kind of leave it for like a second and I'll do another step of my makeup routine, like I'll do my brows and then I'll come back. But I am gonna pretty much listen to the instructions. So I've just put the brush back into the mascara, but I haven't done the whole, you know, wiggle. And I'm gonna go back in with a second coat because they say not to let it dry. I'm finding it really easy to get these very inner teeny little lashes, which normally is a bit of a struggle. The tip is really nice and thin, so I can really reach those ones. See, I'm getting it all over my lid, but I do that with most mascaras, especially if they have sort of bigger brushes, but that's not necessarily the mascara's fault. See, I feel like that second coat hasn't really done anything because I didn't let the first coat kind of dry in between. So I'm going to do that now, do what I would normally do and just let the mascara slightly dry. I feel like if you don't let the coats dry in between each one, basically you end up just moving the mascara around as opposed to building it. I think you need to, you know, it needs to at least be like tacky. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a second coat, having let that first coat just dry for a second. I usually leave it like between 30 seconds and a couple of minutes. Yeah, I'm still not really seeing it building like a lot more than it did in the initial coat. I'm not kind of getting the drama I'm looking for. I'm having much of an issue as far as like clumping. It's going on fairly easily. It's definitely not my favourite look of a mascara. I've got quite a good amount of curl. I kind of prefer them to be a bit more separated, a bit more sort of definition to the lashes, and I prefer definitely more volume than this is giving me. To me, there's just not enough of a difference for two coats between like my natural lashes and this one. So let's do the other side. So I do feel like as far as like a first coat, it does give you a lot of length and quite a bit of volume on the first coat. I guess the issue then for me is that nothing else really happens on subsequent coats. Like it's not building very well. Like it's making a good start. I'm liking that first coat. But you can see now between one coat on this eye and two over here, there's almost no difference. For me, I like the second coat is where I build like a huge amount of like drama and volume. So that's a little disappointing that I'm not really seeing, you know, the drama coming during the second coat. So I've now wiped off the brush, like all of the excess back in, and then I'm going to just do the lower lashes with the shorter bristles. And that looks really nice. It's a really nice lower lash. Oh, poke myself right in the eye. I swear I do this every time. I'm blind. That really hurt. Don't do that. That's not part of the tutorial. So that was really quick and easy. You can see I decided to do a little bit on my nose, you know, just to see. Just to see. I think it applied really nicely on my lower lashes. I really like how they look, nice and dramatic, long, and it wasn't hard to not touch my skin down there because it's got that nice thinner part and the shorter lashes. So I think it's a really nice lower lash mascara. I think who this is going to suit is someone who's in a hurry, only wants to do one coat but wants to get the max out of that one coat. I'm just going to go in and actually try a third one over here and see if anything different happens. So it is actually building quite nicely over here. So it is actually building a little bit now, but it is getting a little spidery and kind of clumpy maybe. Definitely a bit spidery. Depending on your definition of clumpy, it's either clumpy or it's not. But yeah, this isn't exactly how I like my lashes to look, although it's definitely building a bit more volume. So I disagree with their advice to not let it dry. I just don't think you're going to get anywhere if you don't let them slightly dry. You just tend to move the mascara you've put down rather than building it in layers. It's definitely giving me a lot of lift, a lot of curl, and it's giving me a really good amount of length. So it's kind of ticking all of the boxes, but yeah, it is just a little bit, the lashes aren't as defined as I'd like them to be. So I do feel like building coats with this isn't really getting you anywhere. You know, you're probably just best off leaving it with the one coat, because subsequent coats, leaving them to dry or not, it doesn't seem to really build as much as you would normally expect. But I think they look nice. I definitely think we've got some drama finally. But yeah, they're definitely a bit spidery, and I feel like the more I'm adding, the worse it's getting. So I should probably stop doing it. So yeah, I like it. I think it's a nice mascara. I don't think it's as good as the Lash Sensational. I much prefer the look that gives my lashes. I also don't think this mascara is the easiest to work with. It does take a little bit of work to get rid of things like clumps and to separate lashes and to build. It's not the easiest, but it does have a really nice one coat and done effect. But yeah, it's not going to build. If you like your lashes as big as possible, separated, fat, long, curled as possible, I think the Lash Sensational is better and easier to work with for doing that. But yeah, I guess it's just kind of okay for me. So what do you guys think? I think I'm a little maybe disappointed, really, just because I guess with any mascara, I'm hoping it's always going to be my holy grail, which is the Lash Sensational. But this I definitely do not prefer this to my Lash Sensational. I think it looks nice, and we'll see over the next month, the next few weeks, whether this is one of those mascaras that gets better and better with age. I think Lash Sensational kind of does that. I think Lancome Mercier Big actually starts off amazing and continues to be amazing. I think drugstore mascaras tend to be at their best halfway through their life cycle. So we'll see, but at the moment, I would definitely recommend Maybelline Lash Sensational over this one. I would recommend the L'Oreal Bendable over this one, and I would also recommend the Rimmel Wonder Wings that I also reviewed over this one. This is kind of not in my top few. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried it and you disagree with what I said, or if you found the same thing. I will let you know, as always, in the comments down below whether there was any transfer, how I found it to remove it later on, and just anything else I noticed throughout the rest of this day. So anyway, I hope you found this review helpful. Please consider subscribing before you leave so I can see you in a future video. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.